From Omro down to Mayville, from Rosendale to the Ledge, and everywhere in between, it's time to get you caught up on everything happening in the Flyway Conference. This is the Flyway Focus Sport Report, your home for the best whip-around coverage of your favorite local teams. Now, with all the latest, here's Jordan King.
Good Saturday morning to you. The Flyway Focus Sports Report is brought to you by Cole Oil Propane, providing energy solutions for Flyway Conference Communities for over 100 years. Check them out at www.coleoilandpropane.com. Busy day yesterday. Let's jump right in, starting with girls basketball. Lamira got a statement win yesterday at the Century Classic. The Lions took down Division V's number 3 ranked team, beating Pacelli 63-47. Josie Christian had 28 for the Lions. She says they wanted to push pace with Pacelli sitting in his zone most of the game.
Just wanted to outrun them too, because if they're in a 2-3, we just want to push the floor, because then we can get fast breaks every time.
Lamira trailed at halftime, but held the Cardinals to just 14 points in the second half. Coach Liz Cook says despite giving up 33 in the first half, they felt like they were playing well defensively.
My halftime speech to them was, keep doing what we're doing on defense, because it's working enough for us. And I think the realization that we were close and things were going our way, and I think on defense we just played very relaxed.
Christian was the girls' American Division leading scorer with 59 points in 2 games. She was also named to the All-Tournament team and the American Division Most Outstanding Player. Lamira's Savannah Free had 10 against Pacelli after having 9 against Almond Bancroft, and she was also named to the American All-Tournament team. Laconia's girls completed a 2-0 couple of days at the Century Classic as well. They played in the National Division. They beat De Pere 61-50 yesterday. The Redbirds are ranked 5th in Division 1. The Spartans jumped all over De Pere early, leading by as many as 25 in the first half. Finley Morgan led Laconia with 21. She says it can be a different player every game for the Spartans.
I think that really makes us dangerous, because you never know. It's hard to scout against us, because honestly, I trust everyone on our team. Either starting or coming off the bench. Everyone can make plays, and that's what makes us so powerful.
Tierney Madigan and Peyton Morgan both in double figures once again. Peyton and Finley Morgan combined to hit 8 threes in the win. Another indication that Laconia is probably a top 5 team in the state of Wisconsin, regardless of division. Let's finish out the girls' slate from yesterday. Springs hosted a 4-team tournament. The Ledgers beat Random Lake in the first game 66-38. Olivia Kramer led Springs with 13. Jasleen Loynes had 12, and the Ledgers moved on to the championship game. Amro also hosting a tournament. The Foxes beat Watoma 69-15, and Mayville took the only loss of Flyway teams yesterday. They lost to Fall River 73-39. Boys Hoops also had 5 teams in action. Little less successful on the boys' side. Teams went just 2-3. Springs belted Lourdes 78-33. Emmett Hune dropped 22, and Braden Freund had 15 in the win. Laconia blew out Poynette at the Whitewater tournament. Camden Smith had 18, Cash Farrell with 17, Ethan Pino with 14, and Carter Bondlender returned to the lineup with 12. No stats reported from any of the 3 losses. Campbellsport lost by 1 to Cuba City, 57-56 the final there. Wausau East beat Amro 77-67, and Mayville dropped an 81-62 game to Marshall. Over to hockey, Springs beat Wausau West 5-2. Fondy beat Reedsburg Wisconsin Dells 5-0, and the Warbirds split 2 games yesterday, beating Chippewa Falls Menominee 2-1, but losing 7-0 to Bay Area. And finally, a number of wrestlers have made it to Championship Saturday at the On the Water tournament at UW Oshkosh. We'll give you a full update on Monday when the tournament is complete. However, want to highlight Laconia senior Colton Hagner, who secured his 100th career win on Friday. Again, more wrestling coming up on Monday. We'll tell you about the On the Water tournament. That brings us to today's slate. We'll start in hoops. Girls action today features the second days of tournament play for 3 teams. Springs has Kiel at 3 on the Ledge. As we mentioned, that's a championship game. Amro plays Waiawega Fremont at home at 5. That's another championship game. And Mayville will play Clinton, also at 5 in Fall River. That's a consolation game. 4 games on the boys' side. Springs hosts Roncalli for their championship at 7. Amro will play at home at 2:45. Opponent still not listed for the Foxes. That would be a consolation game. Laconia will play Clinton for the Whitewater Tournament Championship, and Mayville will hook it up with Merrill at the Marshall Tournament. Once again, a consolation game. In hockey, Springs will play Chippewa Falls. Fondy has Wisconsin Rapids, and the Warbirds will play Fox Cities today. Plenty of options. Not sure where we'll be today, but we'll be out there somewhere. Talk to you again on Monday to recap it all for you. Hope you have a great weekend. For the Flyway Focus Sports Report, I'm Jordan King.